And this one will go for riveted joint. The first thing that we are given a plate, and this one is called as width of plate. And we are applying the force perpendicular to the width. Force is not applied along the length, but the force is applied along the width. So this one is width, this one is force. Now if you take a section anywhere, so if you take this section, or if you take this section, or this section, all these sections have equal strength. Equal strength means, does this have equal area? Resisting area is same everywhere. So there is equal chance that this plate can fail anywhere. And the area perpendicular to this is this area. If I say width equal to B and the thickness equal to T,
then B into T is the resisting area that will offer the resistance to the force F.
The area and force are perpendicular. So nature of stress is tensile. So we have force equal to B multiplied by T multiplied by sigma. So very first question is that how much maximum force we can apply to any plate. Means first the plate has to withstand. Once the plate has withstand, then we are going to make the hole on this plate. So plate with the hole must withstand. And if the plate with the hole will withstand, then we will insert the rivet. Then rivet will fail either by shear or either by crushing. So these are the 4 steps involved. But first is that the plate has to withstand. So let me have an example here that SYT I will take equals to something around 300 megapascal. Factor of safety I will take equal to 2. So is the sigma allowable value is equal to SYT by F of S, factor of safety, that equal to 150. Let me give the dimension here. I will take B equal to 100 mm and let me select T equals to 6 mm. So if I use this allowable value here, then is my force is maximum possible force. So B multiplied by T multiplied by sigma allowable. So what maximum force this plate can withstand, that we can find out. So this will be equals to 100 multiplied by 6 multiplied by 150. So this plate can withstand 90 kilo Newton. Means you can never design this plate for a riveted joint having more than 90 kN force. Rather than on safer side, we should always design this value of F less than F max. So naturally this force will be less than F max.
But he says that if the sigma is equal to 120, it means that we are on the safer side. In this case, the factor of safety will be higher.
Because if you are 120 megapascal, then how much force we can apply? So we have same equation, Bt into sigma. So we have 100 multiplied by 6 multiplied by 120. It is 72 kilonewton. This 72 kilonewton, is it very less than 90? So we are always on safe side. So if you are not given the external force, then you can calculate your external force using this calculation. And if you are given the force, then continue with that force. Because we always give you force less than this force. How to calculate it? Number 1 case, external load is given to you. So there is no need to calculate anything. Whatever the external force is there, you take the same value. Step number 2. If he has given the sigma for plate material, width is given, thickness is given, then can you find out the allowed force? So this force will be equals to sigma multiplied by B multiplied by T. Otherwise, he can give third type of data. He will give you SYT, FOS, B and T. So can we calculate sigma allowable first? SYT divided by FOS and then use the same equation. So this time F will be equals to sigma allowable multiplied by B multiplied by T. This F is called the strength of unriveted, and this is the maximum possible strength of the plate. Now to make the joint, you have to first make the hole through the plate, and through this hole you have to pass the rivet. So let's say this hole has a diameter equals to DH. So let's say DH. Now we have made the hole and the diameter of the hole is DH. And through this hole we are passing a rivet. So when we are passing a rivet, naturally we will select the rivet of slightly smaller size so that it can easily pass. If you select the rivet of same size, then what will happen? The chance of cracking will produce. So our idea is to pass this rivet, and this rivet if we pass is basically like this. So we have slight clearance. But the rivet will not be pass of same size. It is slightly more length. And if you recall, this rivet has head also. So that we'll discuss later on. So first is DH is the diameter of hole and D is the diameter of rivet. For all practical cases, DH must be greater than D. To make the plate first, before you insert the rivet, you have to check the strength of this plate. Again, you have to go for various sections. Now, if you take this section here, do you have same area? If you cut here, its area is reduced. Because if you cut at this section, what you get? You will get something like this. Your resting area is this only. This one is B. This one is D. So we have this section is at the weakest section. Actually, failure will take place at this point. So this one is called as tearing of plate. Where the plate will tear. The plate will tear at this point and at this point. So this plate will tear and it will become into two parts. So this one is D, this one is B. So this area and this side is T. So this hatch area is B minus D. So we have FT. It's called as tearing strength of plate is equals to this resting area is B minus D multiplied by T multiplied by sigma. Instead of this, if I have this figure, I have one hole here, I have one hole here, and I have one hole here. Now they are in the same line. And if I have this thickness equals to B, then do you have area this time equals to B minus 3 times D multiplied by T multiplied by sigma. Is it the force? Now it can withstand. इतने बड़े होल कोई मारता नहीं. So this one is failure along the width. Where should I make the hole? That is also important. If I make my hole here, then this is a very small length. But instead of this, if I allow my hole to here, then I get more resistance. So this is a tearing of H. So naturally, you have to keep some margin here. You cannot put this rivet hole here. You have to put here, somewhere here. Otherwise, this time, if you put very close to this, then this rivet will appear here. And when the tearing will take place perpendicular to width now. To avoid this, we have to fix this distance. That distance is called as margin. And this margin, you should minimum keep 1.5D. At least. So we have plate 1 and we have plate 2. We have thickness T and this also thickness T. Plate temperature assumes this. And we have rivet. So when the rivet will insert it through this, it will pass through this easily. Now the minimum length of this rivet must be greater than this thickness.